Well, Charlie Atkinson speaking with a broad smile on his face there, and the same could be said of Director of Rugby George Skivington, who joins us now. Skivs, wins are like buses apparently. You wait for them, and then two come along all at once. You must be delighted.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the result. I think if we looked at the scoreline, we'd have taken that before the game. I think we made it difficult in some areas, but I think the boys' work rate, their commitment, they stuck together. They had a few sticky spots, found their way out, and ultimately probably found a pretty ugly win, but we'll take that.
We caught up a few weeks ago in the depths of your injury crisis, and you said to me it would be nice to talk about how we're going to win rugby matches rather than who we're going to put in 23 jerseys at the weekend. Do you feel, and we'll turn to your fresh injury list in just a moment, but do you feel like you're getting there with this group now?
Yeah, I think so. Like you say, we lost a few bangs today, so hopefully they're not too serious. But I think you can see our game coming through. We didn't quite deliver the platform at line-out today, obviously. So, I think we lost 10 line-outs or something ridiculous like that, which kills a lot of your attacking platform. But I think when we had the ball, we created things, and the boys, I think we're getting there.
Skivs, how do you change that quickly? Like we said, it's about winning today. You got to win, build momentum. You see the mood, you see the smiles. Sport's quick, it changes quick. How do you fix that line-out in a couple of days, obviously going over to Munster?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Munster actually had a tough evening last night with a line-out, and you're watching that thinking they're going to be doing a bit of work. Well, we'll be doing a bit of work for sure as well. I think, traditionally our line-out's very good. I think today we just got the plan slightly wrong. There was a couple of inaccuracies, and we didn't adapt well enough. So, we've got a little bit of work to do. We talked about it as coaches. Maybe we haven't put enough time in the week in that, and obviously that's going to be top of our priority this week.
Thomas spoke to Lauren at the end there about how Mikey Austin came in, slotted straight in on the wing. We've seen him doing that before for you this season. He's fresh into the Prem. It's an extraordinary trajectory for him. He's going to be starting, surely, for you next weekend at Parc y Ceve, up against Munster in front of 30,000. Thomas with that mandatory stand down. How do you feel a youngster like that with confidence for an occasion like that?
I think the beauty for Mikey, like you say, is he comes up from the champ as a 9 for us, signs as a 9. He's played more time on the wing in the Premiership and now the Champions Cup than he has at 9. So I don't think confidence is too much of an issue because he's had to, the wing's a pretty scary spot. I never had to stand there, but if it's not your position, I wouldn't fancy it. So I think he'll have plenty of confidence. Maybe not for you, but I think he's done a great job, and look, he's going to get some game time, like you say.
No, just from me, from the comms, I thought that you talk about the way this group came together, that 10-minute sin-bin period, even though it's sort of boring, I thought that was some of the best rugby I've seen because they just collectively built into whatever team shape they wanted. For you, were you really rewarding out that 10 minutes of how they got through that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, look, we won't shy away from the start of our season. I think it threw a lot of curveballs at us. And as you say, a lot of the time we weren't talking about how we're going to win. We were talking about who we're going to field. And I think there's a lot of adversity for us there in the first 5 games. So we've come through a lot of scenarios. Mikey Austin coming on the wing, like I say, is no drama. We've lived that. So I think the boys are, they've been punched around a little bit. So I think a little bit of adversity in the games hopefully isn't going to rattle them. And as you say, I thought they did really well there.
Well, they have shown mammoth amounts of hustle, of dog, of all the things that you expect from a Gloucester outfit. George, I'm going to let you go and celebrate with them. In fact, you hand me that. Go on, off you go. Congratulations.